In a state known for its sunflowers sits a small Christian college. Hidden in the town of McPherson, Central Christian College has been able to thrive for the last century. In 1914, CCC called McPherson its new home, after surviving the treacherous journey from Nebraska where it all began 30 years prior. That year, CCC took in its most unusual student. No, not that one. CCC is home to some of the strangest creatures on earth, but none stranger than him. He prowled the halls in those years, eventually making the decision to stay indefinitely, making sure to mark CCC as his territory. In the early years, it was difficult for Toby to fit in. He started working hard to earn his stripes. After years of devotion, dedication, and struggling to pass math, Toby had completed his rehabilitation and was ready to be released back into the wild. But something was different about this student. Toby wasn't ready to leave. As any alum will tell, there is a deep bond formed between student and school, and once that bond has formed, it doesn't break easily. Toby began contemplating his future and a future here at Central. Shortly after that, he was lovingly adopted as Central's new mascot, and he has been bonding with the natives ever since.
I have a special place in my heart for Toby because he's one of a kind. He's the last of his species. Everybody knows about the Bengal tiger, the Panthera tigris, but few people know about Panthera tigris tobii, the last of his species. And he's unique because, unlike other tigers, he walks upright most of the time. He's vocal. He's loving. He embodies really what Central Christian College is all about. I love him.
Toby Tiger is the quintessential element that brings all CCC men's players from years past to now together. He is our spiritual mentor, our advisor, the one that drives us. He's the only one that we play for. He is our modern day Jesus.
Toby the Tiger to me represents Central. He's the mascot. He represents school spirit. He represents what Central stands for. He represents fierceness and power. And you think of they say lion's the king of the jungle, but I think tigers really take that role and run with it.
Toby, you're an animal.
Over the years, Toby has been involved in every aspect of the school and students' lives. He has made it his duty to guide and mentor the young minds that step on campus. He preys on their friendships and nurtures their school spirit and pride, while guiding them to the beginning of the path that leads to the doorway of knowledge, which opens them to the excitement that is higher education that will usher them into the next leg of the journey of their lives. Toby takes this responsibility very seriously. When he is not working with the students, Toby spends his time making sure the school is running at top speeds. He can be found hanging around the president's office reading important documents, holding official meetings with members of staff, taking important phone calls, and posing for important photo ops. Toby has spent decades refining his ferocious singing voice, and has enjoyed singing with many groups over the years. He prides himself on his deep, growly voice. He has spent time on stage working on his acting skills. He hopes to audition for Broadway one day and aspires to the level of Bette Midler or Keanu Reeves.
Anthropologically speaking, the importance of wood and the taboos associated with them have been very important for most societies. take this bear for instance. This is the family bear. As you see, it is wood, much like Toby the Tiger, as you see in the Snuggles the one out there. This represents, very important, my background, Colorado, nature, wood. It's a praying bear, which signifies the spiritual significance of my family history. Toby the Tiger is much the same way here on campus. The wooden Toby stands for the spiritual significance of the fierceness of the Central people, and that is very important to us culturally and societally.
He has been so influential in my life, especially in soccer. I was a little hesitant on coming to a small school since I'm used to being in the big city, but he made it all worth it, my whole experience. And here I am now, a senior, and as a captain, I just grew, and I'm so glad that I had Toby to be there to share the experience.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Toby the Tiger comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be.
You know, I was just thinking, just random, that how wonderful Toby the Tiger is. So dedicated, goes to all the games. I don't have time for all the games, but Toby, so dedicated. I'm just amazed. My favorite mascot by far ever.
Toby has made a name for himself at home games. He can be seen on the court and field cheering, shouting, arguing with refs, and helping coach the players. It is rumored that he is the tiger behind the coaches. The players learn from his centuries' worth of experience and look to him for guidance, not only on the court or field, but also in life. His influence and love has kept them grounded and striving to succeed.
Me sitting out last year, he helped me get through it, and I just think he's such an encouraging tiger. It's just, I just don't know what to say about him. I'm sorry, I can't go on.
Toby's legacy at Central can be seen and felt by all those to grace the grounds of Central Christian College. He will always live on in fond memories of good times, good games, and wonderful people.